I actually don't know who Bella the Wolf is.
Some girl who goes on the internet by Bella the Wolf.
By Bella's standards, you love Jesus, you're a nerd. You love Allah, you're a nerd. You love Bella?
So this is Bella the Wolf, and she is terrible. Now, I know with all this Chris Tyson drama going on, everybody is distracted, but some people think they can slip through the cracks, but
I mean, isn't... First and foremost, I don't even know who Bella the Wolf is. Secondly, what has Bella done to be warranted being compared to Chris Tyson? It must be pretty bad, because Chris doesn't tend to give bullshit things, so we'll see.
here.
This nigga is trash.
So Bella the Wolf is a gacha content creator, and if you don't know what that is, I don't fucking know either. But ChatGPT got us, so fuck it, we ball. So ChatGPT summarized gacha content as creating anime-style characters and stories.
I know it very well because I have smaller siblings that watch this crap, and it's really, really, really brain dead.
So I'm guessing people just create their own anime-style character, and they put those characters through different stories and different scenarios, and I'm guessing that's it. But the question is, what happens when these people go too far?
Recently, it came to my attention that there's this girl named Bella the Wolf, and she does art like this, but she also does art like this. And for months, she's been posting things mocking Christians and Muslims, posting things like Bella's the new Allah, Bella's better than Jesus.
So far, I don't really see the problem, except for maybe the Allah part, because the Islamists and Muslims are not fucking around. There's one religion I wouldn't fuck with, and this is definitely Islam.
Stuff like this is a direct correlation to being chronically online. Like, you don't go outside.
And she's literally tried it all. Bible stories of Bella.
Wow,
she's even done edits talking about how she's better than Jesus and Allah. And her fans have basically went to war against religion for some reason, and this is clearly all she posts about.
So clearly she has a couple screws loose. I mean, of course, I don't agree with the religion part. I think it's really disrespectful, but you know, to each their own. I also think it's safe to say that the majority of people who watch her content also don't agree, because you usually don't see ratios like this on TikTok.
Wow. 281 likes to 4,000 comments. Holy schnitzel. You tend to have a lot more likes than comments, so this is pretty damn big.
Bella doesn't only post about religion, she also posts about her killing soldiers.
I'm sorry, what?
Wow, man.
Well, again, that could just be a simple story. I'm not certain whether that is any correlation to any of this shit. So far, I feel it's a little bit iffy, this one.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. She seems to just completely hate the people trying to protect her. She even has in her bio, and I quote, "Soldier equal rats that don't deserve mercy. They get praised for killing innocent people."
That's not necessarily incorrect, though. First and foremost, let's break down the basics. What does a soldier do? They do what they're told. Very simple. Secondly, can you tell me a war that has been started because they genuinely wanted to protect freedom, in particular America? I know of a few wars that's been started for oil or for weapons of mass destruction that they knew didn't exist, or to shift public opinion somehow. Because Vietnam apparently they weren't supposed to be there, like they were just encroaching. You had is it Iran-Iraq, that they overthrew some governmental shit. Like I might not necessarily have every single detail of these things, but the fact that a lot of wars have been started for reasons that are greed and profiteering are very high. So if we didn't have greed and profiteering in this way, the soldiers wouldn't be as needed. And I'm not saying they're not needed at all. I'm saying if you want to have some sort of need for the soldiers, then they can be used for better things than going into some country where you want to put in a dictatorship, a democracy in form of a dictatorship, and saying, oh yeah, this will benefit us here in the West.
Not gonna lie, if I was serving in the military, risking my life to protect people like this, I'd probably make Bella take my spot because there's just no way.
The military serves as a purpose to protect us from the people who solely want to come to this country and hurt.
Again, who wants to hurt you guys? The people that you've hurt. So all these Muslim extremists that come over from all these countries, for all we know, those 10 hospitals that were bombed full of innocent people and 2 fucking terrorists had family, and that family is coming over to wreak revenge. So it's a little bit difficult to agree with this shit.
Innocent people.
Nah, because he's low-key spitting right now. And when she's not disrespecting people in the military, she's faking cancer and disrespecting cancer patients. A couple years ago, a beloved Minecraft creator by the name of Technoblade passed away from cancer. He was a pillar in the Minecraft community and he will for sure be missed. But for some reason, Bella thinks it's funny to mock him after death, saying stuff like he's a bald bitch in her Discord and
Yep, this one is straight up retarded.
Even going as far as putting him in her YouTube bio. Now, I used to be in the Minecraft community, and I can tell you for certainty that Technoblade doesn't deserve this. I don't know if it's the anonymity that makes people online like her so bold and confident to disrespect people,
100%.
or if it's the gacha game that really has her feeling like she's an anime character. But
it's most likely because there's no real consequences. So when she can talk about everything that she wants to talk about, now you can't do shit about it because you don't really know who she is. And she can talk about it whatever she wants. Yeah, baby.
I'm telling you, she will regret this. And remember when I said she was faking cancer? Apparently, she said to stop people from hating on her, she started faking and telling people that she had it. And obviously, I don't have to tell you how fucked up that is, but honestly, I'm not surprised. Because even from doing a little bit of digging, it turns out she actually lies a lot.
Yesterday, some girl.
So she's most likely a chronic liar, some sort of narcissistic tendencies, honestly. It sounds very much like she has to some degree, a god complex because she's talking about being Jesus and she's talking about being Allah. And she's talking about being the #1, making godly content of herself. Don't get me wrong, I don't care if you have a god complex. You just have to do it well.
Or some person who goes on the internet by Bella the Wolf.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Put my son, and here he is. That's Miles. Put Miles' number on a Discord server. Said that it was hers and told people to call. Since then, Miles has gotten. So at this point, I am going to have to change Miles' number.
Okay, that is not a big deal because you can change the number, but it is absolutely disrespectful. And because it comes from her doing all these things, it becomes a bigger deal, right? If it was like an accident, I'm like, oh yeah, so sorry, I didn't mean to do that, then it wouldn't be a big deal. Oh, just change number. But because this seems to be premeditated, now suddenly it becomes a lot bigger of a deal.
10-year-old kid's number on her Discord, which by the way is like the biggest platform she has because there's like 10k plus people in it, which is honestly impressive. But she put this kid's number in the chat and told the Discord to call it because she was claiming it was hers. And if you know anything about modern day trolling, people don't just stop at calling. They'll go as far as sending inappropriate videos and pictures or literally anything.
It is scary. And then for people to be using racial slurs at my son, at me. There was pictures sent that were very, very inappropriate for a 10-year-old, inappropriate for me, and I'm 41 years old. If you follow Bella the Wolf, please tell her to take my son's phone number down.
But the damage is already done in that sense because the number is over. It's just going to be re-uploaded by anybody else now because hundreds of people have it.
You might be asking, why did she do this? Nobody fucking knows. It would be a very interesting experiment if you were to take the brain out of somebody like this and study it. Because at a certain point, I start to think like, this can only be for attention. Like,
no, not necessarily. This can be very simple. It can actually be for sadism. Because she can ruin somebody else while she can't be ruined herself per se. And it's a very sadistic tendency of a lot of narcissists to just be able to ruin somebody else without any particular reason.
she can't only be doing this to get attention anymore. Like, she must genuinely be insane. And to continue this thought of her possibly being insane, after Tyreek Ward's LOL originally dropped his video on her, she didn't take the criticism well. In fact, she went in her Discord and told people to mass report his video.
So the other day, I uploaded a video exposing the most toxic Gacha Life creator, Bella the Wolf. And her response was nothing the less art of her decapitating my head.
Yep, the more I hear, the more it seems like she's a narcissist, and then she's get pissed off that she's getting consequences for what she's doing.
Her staff and close friends also joined in, posting art of me getting whipped, stomped to the ground, and even hanged. She of course also made fake DMs, which if she was good at, would have obviously gotten my profile pic right at least. Thankfully, a lot of you guys were smart and didn't jump the gun, especially when it's coming from a person like Bella the Wolf, who lies and says I'm an EDP, I have a OF, and still says things like this about...
Okay, it's very, 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 very scary when she starts calling people EDP. If you don't know who EDP is, he's a guy who got caught trying to buy cupcakes, wanting to be inappropriate with a like 14-year-old or something. Yeah, this is where she needs to be taken off not the internet, but on YouTube in particular, because when you're starting to just willy-nilly attack people and throw out that they are into children, now there needs to be some sort of consequence, because if people believed it, he would have lost his whole career, he would have probably lost his life. I'm not saying die, but it's very hard to get back from that.
Technoblade, who passed away from cancer for no reason.
I also wanted to add that she's low-key racist too. Since Ty Records made his videos about her, she added him to her about section like under Technoblade with the caption, Ty Records monkey emoji equals uneducated monkey lover who needs to be banned. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that's a little crazy.
Y'all know what's going on, and so do I.
Great news is her toxic TikToky did get banned. Her main Discord account, it got suspended. But again, Discord does need to get contacted about that server because they constantly promote doxing and disgusting things in that server. She's been saying she's gonna sue me. She's trying to get thousands of people to report my account. All I gotta say is I love you guys. Thanks for the support, and hopefully we can put an end to this immediately, bruh.
I think you need to start making more videos on her, because she clearly needs it. You know what I mean? Yes.
Since his video has come out, I'm pretty sure she simply just made another Discord account and was back active again on her server. And I only say this because I actually joined her server because I was trying to get an interview. But honestly, with the current state of her server, I don't think I'll ever get one.
What the fuck is going on?
About that interview, my main takeaway from this entire situation is that Bella is the result of someone who's just been online too much. I think when you sit in online toxic communities for too long, it starts to warp your mind, and instead of thinking about things properly, for example, sensitive topics like somebody dying of cancer, you're so out of touch with reality, you think mocking someone's death is somehow funny or edgy, when in reality, it just makes you look weird. But then again, she more than likely knows what she's doing, and she's probably just trying to bait people into joining her Discord so she gets more clouded and gets more interactions or whatever. Don't go send her hate because that's probably what she wants, so just ignore her. But that's all I have to say on the topic of Bella the Wolf. I wanted to thank everyone who stayed until the end. I think at the time of recording this video, we're at like 59,000 subscribers, which is insane considering it's been less than a month. So hopefully we can hit 100K by the end of the year. Like, that would be an absolute dream.